When it comes to the BMW F3X series lineup, the ambient lighting is not great. So today in the 2017 440, we are going to be throwing in new ambient lighting, not the Alibaba kind, because I'm not hardwiring into this car with that kit. That sounds like a pain. So we're going a little different route. You've probably seen it before on Amazon if you own a BMW. This is how you go about installing it, and I think it will make this car look a little bit better at night. We're going to want to start with removing this center trim here. You're going to want to just pry against it and pull up, and be careful with that end. Be very gentle. Just don't break anything. So let's get that taken out. And then there's going to be 4 screws and this tray here, which you can just pry with fingernails and it just comes right out. For the cup holder light, which is going to go right there. If yours does have a cup holder light, it should have a little harness there. But we're going to route mine into the passenger side here in a minute. So we're going to go ahead and get this removed. So now that you have that popped off, you're going to go ahead and disconnect both harnesses back here from your center console to have this get out of the way. Or you can just set it up on top of your dash, but I don't like doing that. Now that you got all T20s removed, there's 4 of them. There's going to be a little clip behind the AC controls. You're going to take that clip out, and this pops out, and then we'll get the new one changed over. We now have the new trim piece here. As you can tell, it has the ambient lighting on the back. Here's that white harness with the new cup holder light. Here's the white harness that we're going to tie into the footwell lights, so my cup holder light will work and light up the center console light as well. I think it's like $15 on Amazon. Nice little trick instead of having to tap into the wiring of the car. So let's get this all thrown in, and it should look pretty good. You're just going to want to take a flathead screwdriver and pry gently and pop the old one out and pop it into the new one. So let's go ahead and get that done. I got that all popped out, so now we're going to click in the new one here and make sure it all clips in. When you're prying the old one out, be very careful to not break any of the tabs if you want to save it. They are quite fragile. So now we're going to go ahead and get this mocked up inside the car. Now that I got both 10mm nuts that hold on this passenger footwell, just use a little ratchet and 10mm. It comes right out, and we're going to tie into that. If you do not have a cup holder light, this is where you tie into with the Y harness, and then we're going to feed it up into the center console. So let's go ahead and get that done. So for that Y connector to connect into the light down here, so we can have a cup holder light and our ambient lighting installed, I had to take out the radio and fish it down. That made life a lot easier. Beforehand, I was trying to do it with the radio still in. Just take the radio out. It's just 2 more T20s. I got the new cup holder light installed already onto the harness here and clipped into this. And then once we get that clipped into the harness that we just installed, it should all light up once we get it installed. So I'm going to go ahead and get that thrown in. It goes in the same way it came out. I got the dash all back together, and the ambient lighting should look really good tonight, so I'll get a clip of that and what that looks like. And we got the cup holder light installed and the footwell light installed. Now that we got the footwell lights installed, the center lights installed, and that footwell light installed, the cup holder light does not work. I tried plugging in both, and it would completely cancel out the center console. So this leaves enough light for me to still see my cups, so it's not that big of a deal. But this is how you go about installing the center console ambient lighting. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Drop a like and a comment down below on what I should add next.